What's up? How's it going? Steven, hey, first today. How was the Monday, Steven? Hopefully had a better Monday than what I had. Straight typical Monday here on my side. I'm fairly excited about tomorrow though, so it's kind of like pulled me through the day. I'm gonna be trying to do all kinds of stuff tonight. Not really. Really on basically have planned to some Seiryu stuff and maybe try to get some side MGP. Ready for that. Oh yeah, and it is confirmed that we're fighting Garuda. I figured we would. I thought I'd heard the rumor. And the developers blog actually came out with a lot of the details on what's really going to happen tomorrow, or I guess really in like a few hours. I'm just, about the time the event really drops is about the time I'll be dropping out, so I'm not going to get to it until tomorrow or not. But still excited about that because it's also reset day, and that means I can actually do my Orban Monastery, get another new piece of gear, and so on and so forth. Ready for that. It was a typical Monday work. Yeah, same here. It was like, honestly, I had one of those typical Mondays at work where it's like, literally, like, it's 7 o'clock, it hits, and then you look at your coworker and you're just like, God damn it, it's fucking Monday. Friday couldn't get here any faster, no doubt. But again, you know, tomorrow's gonna be really exciting. I'm really, really excited about that, actually. So let's see what's up. I don't think there's even anybody on. I haven't even looked yet. I've not been on that long. I got on long enough to, actually, the first thing I did was go to, the Gold Saucer to maybe just check, maybe, just maybe, there was a leak. Oh, no, not yet. It's not there. Already checked. Gotta wait. But I will go back to the Gold Saucer, though, because I didn't do anything while I was there. And I really want to spend some more time there. Like, basically, I'm at this weird spot where I really want the Regalia. So, hands down, tomorrow, getting that. Also, confirmed 200,000 MGP. But I literally have enough to get the Kupokura right now. So, what I'm going to do is get the Regalia tomorrow. And just try to get as much MGP up as fast as possible to get that Kupokura. A big, strong part of me wants to wait till, like, 2 million to get that, the Manderville Cactar thing, but at the same time, that is just so long to have to wait. Don't know when your next day off will be. Oh, you don't actually, get this, Good Friday off? That sucks. I hope you get one soon, though. That is if you want one. I know a lot of people do that, like, they like to work actively like that, like, honestly, I guess people that like to make money. Elon Musk, randomly is a famous person that likes to do that. Dude puts in, like, over 100 hours a week. It's insane. But, again, you know, it goes without saying, if you like making money, you gotta do things to make money, no doubt. So, you know, good luck if that's what you want. But also, if it's not what you want, I hope you get a day off soon, for real. I've been running the 380 for a while. I'm gonna at least do 385. It's not that much more of a requirement. And, yeah, I think it'll work out better. Maybe it'll go well. Friday off? You wish? Haven't had one of those off in like 2 months. Damn. I'd be hitting my boss up. Be like, hey man, give a bro a weekend. Everybody needs a weekend off sometimes. Per se, you know, a lot of people don't even care about the weekend. Like, I myself, I'm one of those guys where, like, honestly, sometimes if I had random days during the middle of the week off, sometimes it'd be better than the weekend. Because, having the weekends off's okay, but I don't really do a lot on the weekends anyway. And, one of the things I usually have to do is grocery shop, which is the biggest thing pretty much everybody does in my area, because, it's very, Southern Christian-based community around here. Everybody's kind of, like, got their Christian morals, Christian calendar, the whole works out here. So, like, Monday to Friday is, like, a big ordeal around here. I work Saturdays a lot. But, mainly Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, apparently everybody just wants to do the same damn thing. We finally get our days off, so everybody wants to go grocery shopping. Which I didn't do this weekend, and I should have. I'll be regretting it, like, Wednesday, maybe? I don't know. Maybe Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. I'll regret it. I'll be like, God damn it. Now I gotta do all this shit before work. Or after. Who knows? We'll see. Minato! What's up? You wanna... You're not online right now, are you? I was gonna ask you if you wanted to run some, Seiryu. Kahlo. Hollow. And no jackpot. The best odds really are right here. Anything above a 14. A lot of bad ones in here, but I'll run it. 1080, not too bad. Working Winn-Dixie Daily Sundays are usually hell. I can only imagine. You know, that's like store around here that is not literally very common. Like, I think I gotta drive at least. I'll give you an like a more accurate let's see how close the closest Winn-Dixie is to my area. I know there actually used to be one, like, closer to here. Alabama? Oh, here's one. Oh, no, that is definitely not Winn-Dixie. Alabama, and, oh, there's one in Chattanooga. Chattanooga, and then, like, 2 in Alabama are, like, the closest ones to me. And Chattanooga is, like, the next state over in Tennessee. And Alabama's technically the next state over too, but it's like really, really south from here. Yeah. Pretty far away. Literally would have to at least drive, if there's the one in Chattanooga, it's about an hour and a half away, a little less, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour and a half. But the other two, oh yeah, that would definitely take me well over 2.5 hours to actually get to those locations. Not one of those close by. But I feel you. I feel like working in like any like food industry whatsoever on the weekend has to be hell. If it isn't on, like, the regular, Friday-esque, it's definitely gonna be on the weekend. 72, not the great either. Yeah, didn't have a bad run with it, though. And there's not really a whole lot more that I can do here. But there is more I can do upstairs. Sweet Home Alabama? Do you live in Alabama? I know the song, the Leonard Skinner song, but like, it was just random. I know I said Alabama, but when I say Alabama, Sweet Home Alabama isn't the first thing that comes to my mind. Honestly, I think Alabama, and I'm usually thinking, yeah, I don't want to go to there. Like, out of every state in our country right now, or in the U.S., if you will, if I can literally think of the one state that if I had to go to, and no offense if anybody here does live there, love your area. Don't hate on me for hating it right now. All I'm saying is, Alabama's like that one place I don't want to go. Like, I don't ever have that in my mind. It's like, you know what? I want to go to Alabama. Never happens. I've had one really fun, weird time in Atlanta, or, I almost said Atlanta, but it was in Alabama. And that was at a New Year's festival. I went in with the mindset I'm gonna have the funnest and coolest time of my life. Somewhat do leave thinking this was the weirdest time of my life, and I'm always gonna remember it as that, not the fun part. Do you live in Alabama? Ah, shit. Sorry, Steven. Guarantee you there's more than 2 in Alabama. Oh, yeah. That was just Google. It was just showing, like, the closest 3 by. 2 are, like, 2.5 hours away in Alabama. And then the other one was a state over in Tennessee. But not meaning to offend Steven at all. Alabama could have its cool stuff that I just don't know about. Just saying, it is that one place when I, like, think about it, I'm just like, eh? I take that back. I would much rather go to Alabama than Virginia, so I take most of that back. Alabama's like, Virginia's like, eh. But Virginia, oh, no. I literally think I've only driven through Virginia, and I'm happy with that. Completely happy with that. Virginia, yeah. Like, I watched this thing, it's like, something about a Watt family, well, their last name was Watt, but they were also Watt. But it was like, not your average Watt, and I hate to use the term, I'm gonna say Watt trash, and I hate to use the term because it gets thrown all over the place when it comes to, like, Watt people. Again, this is not only their rationality, but it's their name, so keep that in mind. But they're just, like, the most, not even redneck. You know, rednecks they gotta step on rednecks. They're just, like, literally that extra step, one and up the rednecks. They're just, like, hillbilly as fuck. And all these people are drug addicts. They don't give a shit. It's not like the fun, it's drug addicts. It's like these people, they go to, like, prison and shit. And they get out of prison, the first thing they want to do is the shit that they went to prison for. Mind-blowing. There's only 2 reasons I can see people wanting to come here, to be honest. Fucking football. Yeah, football, I got you there. Everybody's the Roll Tide. Even where I live, most people, you got 3 fans. Tennessee fans, Georgia fans, and Alabama fans. So, yeah, that is one. Everybody's rolling Tide and whatnot out here. Beach if they can't afford to go to Florida. Honestly, I never even considered the beach in Alabama even had existence. Wow. That blows my mind. That is like on the coast at the bottom. Yeah, I literally didn't even think about that. But, honestly, I'm one of those people, like, if I want to go to the beach, though, I'd just go to, like, southern Georgia. Whatnot. We got Savannah. It's beautiful, and everybody's drinking there. Of course, that's where I'm gonna go. Wait, Florida's okay. Florida, to me, is like that strung out cousin of California. Like, that's Florida. Like, California, you're like, ugh! California is probably the most, well, no, it's Colorado. Colorado's definitely the most bro state we got. It's like, bro, you gotta come try this pizza. They're probably not even saying pizza out there anymore. It's za. Like, you know, you see in movies where they say za and da, where they say, like, pizza and Coke, or soda. Za and da. Well, like, they're probably literally out there saying that. Let's go get some za and da, you know? That's probably what's happening in Colorado. Well, California is a little bit more culturally adept and a little less and I don't know about that one. That last part may not also be true. Cultural adept. I'm willing to go with that one. But we all know what Florida is. Florida's that strung out cousin of California. Like, whatever California is, let's not put it, like, you know, let's not really hit the nail there just yet or put the, you know, pin on the map. But whatever it is, Florida's the strung out cousin of it. Everybody that lives in Florida, don't hate me for what I'm saying. You know it's true. Not a common visitor spot, as you can bet. Yeah. What? And they're what? Their white trash sounds like a bad sitcom. Honestly, it kind of is. It's not even really a sitcom. That's the shittiest part about it. It's real. Just like the Marvelous or the Wonderful Watts. I don't know. It makes them sound like the best people in the world. Then you watch the content and you're just like, why are any of these people allowed to exist in public? Like, why don't we just, like, forget building a wall around this country, let the immigrants in, let's build a wall around Virginia and just keep all those motherfuckers in there. Hell, most of them are probably the people that want the wall anyway, so let's just build it around them, like, actively. Like, I think we should really consult our community actively. It's like, hey, US, let's make a poll. Why don't we just, you know, box up Virginia? Tell them they can do whatever they want. Fuck it. Just don't let them out. Okay. Let's see what we can get going. Let's cuff a cur. I almost bought one of these today and I was like, you gotta bother Regalia tomorrow. Perfect. Brutal. It's so shitty though that the cap that you can get for these games, like, out on a limb out here, it's not the greatest. It's not the worst. Cuffacur's down there with the worst. Along with, like, this Moogle game in here. Like, this is the one game here, I swear, I suck at it. I've literally, like, only did a decent job at this, like, once or twice. Like, I could do it on one hand. Because, you know, maybe it was 3 times. I really don't know. Not that many, though. Out on a limb, however, now this one, if you can master this game, like, really? You can get somewhere. Excellent. Nice. Great. Great. Excellent. Good. Great. 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 I could go again. But see, this is why I say it's a little easier. You get it better prizes. Like, after this one, it'd be at like 400. Be that as I get it, but I think I will. See, 400. That was a good one. Didn't take long at all. Nice. At least it wasn't excellent. Even better. Nice. The 400 again. If I could actually get another excellent within this, that'd be awesome. Gosh, 17 seconds left. And I feel like I could do the 500, but I don't want to lose the 4. I'm not going to do it. It's too much of a gamble. Oh, I did it anyway. Oh, I hate myself. 14 seconds. Oh, shit. Double shit. There's the great. Oh, don't tell me it's like good. Great. Oh. Barely. Whew, on the 0 second. Hit the excellent. When you have 0 seconds left, there shouldn't even be an option to double down. Think about the people who's accidentally done this. This is something I would do. Like, this is something literally I would do. I'm one of those people where you're like, oh, it's probably already automatically on no because I don't see what would give me the reason to say yes. Oh, what do you know? It is on no. That's not always my luck. Again, I'm one of those people where straight up, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. But luckily, I was able to get the 500 though. You know, they really should make more of these at the Gold Saucer. Something that you can do actively while in a party fonder. And you can get a little grindy with, but at the exact same time, makes one maybe a little bit more rewarding and a little bit more exciting. Like, that's the only downfall of these games here at the Gold Saucer, like Kupferker. Not a bad game, you know? Yeah, I would say you play it for about 30 minutes, you're gonna hate yourself, but, like, a good thing about it is you could really spam it quick. The bad thing about it is 25 MGP makes it virtually not worth your time, literally, when you can come over here, play out on a limb. Like, literally, it takes, like, double the time, but you get, like, quadruple, if not more, the rewards. Which is an insane thought. And then, I mean, not to mention, you can increase the difficulty on out on a limb here as well, and the more you increase the difficulty, the more you're going to win also, so there's that. You know, there's other games like the Fodder Modder, much more of a grind, a lot more annoying, and then the Crystal Tower game downstairs, where it's basically the hammer game. And you know, the Moogle game, but the Moogle game, shit, fuck that. It doesn't pay out shit that's worth it. And it's a nightmare to play. One thing I absolutely love here at the Gold Saucer, though, is definitely Chocobo racing. But I hate that the way you actually got to do your Chocobo racing is, man, I can't keep a healer in this party tonight. What is this shit? And a DPS left. That's why. And potentially why as well. Know the game basics? Oh god. There's so much more. But yeah, Chocobo racing, one of the most fulfilling ways to get MGP. The gates are fun as well. I love the gates, but I hate to do the gate. You actually can't be in a party fonder whatsoever. I actually wish that the gates were fixed so that, like, you could be in them while in a party finder, and if the party finder actually hits, maybe, you know, give you a consolation prize for whatever you've earned for the time being there, and then just let you do the instance, and then just put you back here at the gold saucer when you're done. And it just doesn't really seem like that hard of a thing to implement. Like, that's literally could be one basic code written into every single one of them. I'm not even kidding. Like, I say this because the way I've been studying code lately, like, it really is just that. Like, I'm sure the code here is so cluttered. That's the part that makes it difficult. Where would they fit it in? But really, like, one line in your code, just like, boom, literally you could call it something simple in your code. It could be like, stay in place. Or it could be, teleport back to GS, Gold Saucer. So they could literally cut it even further down. Instead of teleport to, they could put T, number 2, GS, and then maybe make a fake algorithm inside of that where it's just like, that name, T2GS, and then simple code after that would be like, I mean, it would just be an equation. That's all it would even have to be. It's like, if you're here, and you have already been here for so long, so it would be like, if this happens, so it would be like, random, I mean, you could call it pretty much anything at that point, and just like, put like random, maybe, I don't even want to say integer, you know, really, but just basic it off of that, just like, bluntly put, random event at the gold saucer, you got a dip, take you back to the gold saucer, and if so happens, when you've there made so much MGP, variable, 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 then variable of which would be y, out of every equation after that, would just go right back to you, and then they would teleport you right after that to the gold saucer. Make that program, literally, like, it's a little bit more intricate than what as simple as I made it sound, but literally make that program, then implement the program into the code itself, then run said program. Literally that easy, just like they're doing here at the gold saucer with the regalia, so I assume. Like, you can't get it now, but I guarantee there's an equation already built that was based off an arithmetic, well, not even that, just literally based off a random code, put into the game, and they just gotta wait to hit run. Run that code, and then boom. Fun fact. It's like the 4th fucking healer I've had. Not to mention, like, same with, DPS. Holy hell. They've been coming in and out. You're decent at the Moogle game? That's too much work for Square. It's really not that much work. Like, I made it sound simple. It's a little bit more intricate. A little bit more intricate. Not that much more. Like, I know it's not. Like, it's code. That's what code is. Like, that... Look, I'm no code expert either. Like, I'm literally at the basics of the basics of the basics of learning code. I can't write it. I cannot. I get it, though. I can read code. I could look at code, and I can see some errors. Some. Again, not that great yet. But once you start learning the basics to code, and you start seeing just how simple it is, you think from a beginner's perspective to your understanding level, to an expert's level to their understanding level, and literally you start looking up there like, dude, I'm just learning, and I already know this isn't hard. Then you got this guy up here, it's just like, I just don't want to do it. Boom, healer left again. I'm telling you, healers come and go dropping like flies. Raising up like damn healer fungus out here. Which actually sucks, to be honest with you. I was hoping it really would be a little bit more straightforward here. wonder how many people are flocking here today to get as much MGP as they can before tomorrow. Or better yet, I mean, we're just a few hours away. I really don't feel like doing it. I've already went through this before, like to get Fenrir the first time around. I used to spend so much time here at the Gold Saucer. I think I'll just come back later to not, maybe just like chill, get on some good chat, and maybe Chocobo race a little bit. It's pretty fun, Chocobo racing. It's literally just like playing Mario Kart, but you're on a Choco. Boo. So has anybody here seen the movie Arrival? Like, I know it's an older film, like it's not newer at all. I think it came out in like 2016. Not new at all. Great film in a sense though. But all I'm saying is there's something that's been wearing me thin about this fucking movie. Which I won't talk about it, like, if nobody here has seen it. I don't really want to spoil it. I definitely think if you get the chance, you should watch it. Sorry, I may have to step out. I set my screen off focus for a little bit. I didn't really mean to. And, yeah. Just give me a second. Just gotta, like, walk out, walk in, let this thing refocus. Give me a second. Okay. It's only 200,000? Yeah, that's the good thing about it, that it's not that expensive. It would be great and annoying if they ended up making the car something insane and the MGP thing was a law. Yeah, I mean, I guess in a sense. I mean, I already know it's not, though. Like, I watched a Mione video, and if you don't know Mione, he doesn't really do a whole lot. It's always, like, early reveal stuff because, like, he has, like, a small friend group and team of people who's always data mining everything in this game. And he was talking about it earlier today, going over the blog, and it is. I'm actually glad it's not ridiculous, to be honest with you. Like, to be honest with you, the MGP thing's actually pretty cool to me because of this basic reason. Like, it's an easy one. It's a very easy reason. The thing is, locking things like that behind an event, like, we do have to follow the Garuda. I've already read and found that out. I figured we did anyway. Still was curious about why they would do the implementation of the MGP and the Regalia, and I get that now. To have it actively in the game with them not having to actually actively still run the event. I know a lot of people are wanting that Final Fantasy 13 event to come back. Like, you know, a few people didn't get to play it and would like to see it again. And, you know, I don't really care about the stuff, but the event itself, you know, for the people who did play and like Final Fantasy 13, you know, it would be kind of cool to see it again. But another thing for the people that did like Final Fantasy 13, but didn't exactly get the gear from it and stuff like that, I could see how they could have made it a little bit more relevant, or at least could have made something in the game implemented so they could still get the gear, maybe not have, you know, had the time, or maybe they didn't play the game when the event came around. So it'd be cool to have that incentive to still be able to get the material. So I get now why they would lock that stuff behind the MGP, but the thing I still don't get is still why it was the MGP. They could have locked it behind Gil. I mean, Gil's much more relevant. It's something we're all grinding for every single day we're on this game. Even if you're not trying to grind for it, you're still, you know, incoherently grinding for it. But, like, one thing I do understand, though, it keeps the event relevant, and then they always don't have to run it because it is only going to be for a limited time. So I get it now. I definitely get it. Do we know if the Garuda fight is solo instance or a duty? I'm not really sure. It didn't really say. If you want to know what's best used on the fashion report, why is it Garuda? It's the Final Fantasy 15 version of Garuda. I don't know why either, but it's just like the Garuda that they just wanted to, like, I guess use from the 15 event. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Everything from the Final Fantasy 13 event is? Yeah, again, I didn't see it ever happening again either. But, see, that's the thing, though. It's like real currency rather than in-game currency. Like, in-game currency for, like, MGP. I mean, you know, it's a lot easier for people to spend. So I could see it. You know, I just see the relevance of it. But the only thing... Here's the gimmick, though. Like, I get this, but I don't get this. I get the whole, the MGP thing now, but yet I don't get it still. Like, if we can just buy everything, I talked about this last night a little bit. If we can buy everything from the gold saucer per the event, like... why even do the event? Like, I'm going to, obviously. I want to see the story. I love Final Fantasy 15. I was one of those random guys. And I love Final Fantasy 14. And I love the collaboration event, as short as it was. Actually, it's a little bit more lengthy than I thought it was going to be. They even brought a little bit more difficulty, more so jump puzzle-esque, rather than battle difficulty. But still, so I'm excited about all that. You know, excited about the 4-person mount and everything. But, like, literally this thing only gives me the incentive to fight this once, and what's Garuda gonna give us? Is Garuda just gonna give us a shit ton of MGP? Like, I don't know, that's really the part that tosses me up. Like, you know, usually when you fight, like, a boss, you want a totem or something in exchange over so many times fighting them, you can exchange such pieces to get a mount, or maybe a weapon. Or maybe, you know, something, or an accessory sometimes. What's going to be this Garuda thing? I mean, what if it is? You know, I don't really know. Because Final Fantasy 15 forgot Garuda exists. Did they really, though? Like, Garuda's been one of those things that's kind of, Like, look at Garuda in Final Fantasy 12. Garuda Final Fantasy 12 is just like a random encounter. It's not like a boss. It's not a summon. It's not a promo. It's not, you know, what did they use in there? It's, gosh, why can't I think of that name? Why is there so many names for summons, damn it? Espers. They're Espers in that. Seriously, why is there so many? We got Eggy, Esper, Guardian Force, Aeon, Summon. What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Shit's out a million MGP. God damn it, if it did, I would fucking spam that fight. But I doubt that. I doubt it. If they did it, they'd make it a grind. It's square. Like, they're like, you got a limited time, and you got a grind. But again, you know, the reason I'm excited about that, and a little disexcited about it as well, the thing is that kind of sucks, is take Rathalers, for example. That sucks. That I literally can't just have 23 more fucking runs with this to get that mount. I could sit in this party finder all day. I might get 3 parties, and 2 of them might win. Maybe 1 or none. And that could have been a whole day wasted. That's why I don't really even bother with this fight anymore. I missed the wave. Like everybody said it was gonna happen. And I was in denial, and I was thinking, you know, maybe it won't happen. It happened. Everybody got their clear that wanted their clear, and all the people that just had to, like, kind of, like, you know, do it, random people, like myself, lost the wave. So this is, like, one of those things, like, nobody's ever running Rathalos anymore. Most of the people don't even get how. Are you fucking serious? We get a whole party, And this guy, I don't know if he just DC'd or logged out. But I'm pretty sure he just fucking logged out. What the fuck, Party Fun? There's reasons why I hate this thing. Riz! Howdy. How's it going, Riz? At least E3 got a part in the story, granted. Completely destroyed him, being max level, and Ultima Weapon. Damn. How are you, Riz? How was the Monday? How'd it treat you? Actually, okay, Kahlo's back. Kahlo is back. It died in a week. That's very true, Minato. Yeah, Blue Mage died super quick. Like, it was so hard for me to do my Blue Mage shit. It took me, like, 2 weeks longer than everybody else. Not to mention, I had a weird break thing I was working through. Yeah, Blue Mage, like, they gotta fix so much for it in Shadowbringers to even make it work. They shit all over Blue Mage. I hate to say it because I like the Blue Mage. I actually even like playing it. I wish they would have made it more relevant and a little bit easier to use, to be honest with you. Like, some of your moves just aren't strong enough. And then some of your moves are too strong. Like, you're pulling everything. Like 1,000 needles at a low level. What the fuck? Who had that at their helm? Who was like, yeah, you know, let's give them 1,000 needles before, I think Laser was like the last one that I learned. I can't even remember the last name. It was so ridiculous. You had a good Monday, actually? That's awesome. Very awesome. Dear God. I'm having the worst time with a Party Finder tonight. Like, literally, hands down, this is one of the reasons why I hate it so much. People. Like, I know it's 2019, but have patience. My goodness. What's up, Choco? Bearing through the madness. So, Rez, you excited for tomorrow, the Final Fantasy 15 event? The Regalia? Some people are probably excited for the glam and the hairstyles as well. What else we get? We get a few songs. I'm excited for a few of those. Maybe rock them in the Free Company house. Definitely tomorrow is going to be a in-game audio day. I won't be playing the background music. Or I'll be playing the in-game background music, not my background music. I know it's not going to. Like, it's only going to make it worse, honestly, bluntly put, especially at first. But, going ahead and getting what I was thinking and still currently thinking, and it's probably true, I really do hope the Gunbreaker fixes the whole tank issue, which, again, already know, it's not going to happen. It's going to make it worse. The first time around, it's going to be people playing it that just want to play it that don't get it, and it's going to make running things a nightmare. Then you're going to have the people who just, like, maybe played it at first but want changes, and they'll just never play it again. So we'll still be in the vast wasteland of no tanks and party finders. You am, but probably take you a bit to get the car. You don't have any MGP. Oh, man. I could actually walk you through it. It's gonna take more than, you know, it's gonna take like in a month, you could get the Regalia if you really tried. Like, hands down. Like, in a month, you could definitely get 200 MGP if you really tried. Just like daily stuff every day, you know, the fashion report every week. Doing the Jumbo Cacpot. Like, Jumbo Cacpot, that's like an easy 3,000 every single week. More like an easy 28. 100, because of all the fees that do come through, with everything. So there's just that. But yeah, though, in a month, 200,000 MGP easily gotten. Think about it, like, at this perspective, Deathtopia, if you don't accept this, you are getting kicked from this party. Like, I don't care. Like, you sat in here as a crafter or a gatherer, I don't even know what you were doing. You killed one party, you're not killing two. You will go. I'm not even spelling your full name. Rez, what are you doing right now? You have 700,000 MGP. That's about what I'm rocking. I got a little bit more. Have no idea how to tank Snake? I could join for a meme? Oh, I don't want a meme. That sounds terrible. Rez, what are you doing? I would love to have your red mage skills in my party right now. If you're willing to get online. If not, I feel ya. Ah, you're not online. But if you could get online, or if you wanted to jump in this Minato as a DPS, maybe, just let me know before I put the party finder back up. Playing Xenoblade Chronicles. It's all good. It's all good. You want to jump in here, Minato, as DPS? I could throw the party finder back up. Oh, you can hop on? Either or, you know, if either of you have free time. Just, the thing is, I want to know before everybody starts to dip again. I don't have the party finder up. I don't want anybody getting mad. I'll hit him with a might have someone. I'll hit him with that. That way I can keep the position open. And maybe nobody will quit. Maybe. Hopefully not. We'll see. They probably will, though. Honestly, my party funders have been terrible. There's no way to mask it. They've been terrible tonight. I've been on for 51 minutes. I haven't even been into Seiryu yet. That's how terrible they've been. Rez can go on. It's all good. But if Rez is cool with that, yeah. After all, I'm at Rez's place, it'll be a quick, easy transaction. I wonder if you can get up to further levels of your house. Give me a minute. It's all good. I already let everybody know that you were coming into the game. Kinda. I mean, this said might have a DPS that's like, yep, 1 sec, but you know. Same deal. Okay, while this is, I'm just gonna do it for a bit of convenience while Rez is logging in. I'm already literally at his place. I'll see when he's here. We've got like 7 people here ready. So when Rez gets here, I can just add him in, and we can get started. I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break. Give me just a second. Oh man, okay. Azunami, hello, how are you? Glad to have you. Also, has anybody else here played Xenoblade before? That's actually something I've never actually played, but I've seen a lot of gameplay that I've heard of. A lot of people actively played it that like anime and a lot of the Final Fantasy style or RPG style games, or even JRPG style games and stuff like that. But yeah, Xenoblade's not actually what I've ever played before. Really? Well, we lost a tank, unfortunately. Why do people have to not wait? It's okay though, fuck it, we'll get more people. That's how I feel. Well, Minato, you want to come in with us as a healer? I would love to have you rather than some rando that just wants to randomly leave us. I'm so lucky I'm not one of those people that blacklist at people every time they leave. I would never be able to play this game with anybody ever again. He is Jay. Actually, I feel like that was a little outspoken. He follows up. He follows up. Yes, Rez is online. No doubt, Minato, though, you know, if you want in as a healer, I'd love to have you. Or Azunami, if you're filling up to par, you want to heal. I mean, that's a big question to ask, though. You know, like asking somebody to heal. It's not like saying, "Hey, join my party." It's like, "Hey, do work." Xenoblade's really good. The combat is different, though. Not sure how you describe it. Is it like there's like 3 battle styles I like to compare in games like that, and oddly enough, I can use one video game series to explain it all. Is it Final Fantasy 1? Is it Final Fantasy 9? Final Fantasy 10? Final Fantasy 12? Or Final Fantasy 15? Like, that's literally the evolution of Final Fantasy battle style systems. Whether it's active or not also varies between all of them, but that's the basic ones you got right there. Oh, good, Steven. I'll be here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the party finder back up before we lose anybody else. Rez, no doubt. If you wanna, not Rez is already here, but Minato, if you actually wanna join up with us, I'd love to have you, no doubt. But I feel you. I know you said you were having some controller stuff going down or something. Or Azunami? Walking home right now. Oh, man. Walking home? Be careful. Definitely be careful. I hope you live in a city if you're walking home. Like, it's an odd thing to say, but if you live in a city, well, honestly, more than likely, you're a lot more safer. Like, the city these days rather than the countryside. Like, a lot of people think the countryside's safe. No, the countryside's full of lazy people. That's all it's full of. So, like, if you're in the city, and let's use a real investigation. Let's start one now. The investigation of Ton. He just died. Dead. Who killed him? Okay, let's use the city. What's the city gonna do? What is in the city already? CIA. Well, I was about to say CIA, but not CIA. CIS, literally already in major cities. They don't have to outcall. So, boom, city, Ton died. He's sitting there dead. Fish just flopped out with him. What the fuck happened? Somebody feeding these guys some bad shit? Somebody sprinkle some, you know, in their, you know, drink when they wasn't looking? Who knows? Shit went down. But, you know, you want to get to the bottom of it. Again, this is the city. Let's see what happens. Okay, in the city... Again, they've already got CSI. If you don't know what CSI is, they're basically the people who show up to the crime scene to investigate and analyze for DNA or any evidence from the previous person there, or any previous people there, be it as, well, literally anybody. We'll just use anybody for an example. Rez shows up, and he's like, hey, my best friend's dead. Let's call up the, you know, the whole peeps. Let's see what happens. So, again, in the city, CSI don't have to wait to show up. It's not days. But here's what happens. In the city, CSI shows up, they evaluate. Yeah, a lot more crime happens in the city because it's small, petty crime. Not murder. Okay. In the countryside, this is what's gonna happen. It's the countryside. New scenario. I'm not in a lofty treehouse. I'm in a not so lofty treehouse. Actually, I'm not even in the treehouse. I'm on an awning. Okay, this guy's found on the awning in the countryside. What's gonna happen? One, people's gonna naturally assume that he's just really fucked up, so just gonna leave him there. After a day goes by, they're gonna be, he's just sleeping it off. After the second day, they're gonna be like, this guy needs some food. After the third day, when they've sent food up there, probably threw it at you and you didn't eat it and you're still not moving, they're like, okay, that motherfucker died. 3 days went by. Okay, they call the police. The police finally show up. Honestly, it's gonna take a while. It's the countryside. Shit doesn't happen around here. So you got one of those cops that's like, yep. Sipping his coffee. Putting out a cigarette, probably. Yep. Ooh, I ain't done nothing all day. Yo, Jethro. Where's Jethro? Oh, he went to the restroom. Jimmy. We got a 319 down there on Old Holmes Street. Shit went down. They said they think this guy's dead. Did they throw food at him? Yeah, they done threw food at him. How long's it been? It's been about 3 days. Oh, okay, well, give me just a minute. I'm gonna finish this donut real quick. I'll go crank the car and smoke another cigarette. So they go do it. I mean, I don't know if you know cigarette smokers. They literally last from 3 to like 5 minutes, depending on how addicted they are and how fast they're trying to like. Also, if they're on their cell phone, that always makes another big deal. I've seen it all. Well, you know, old Jimmy finally comes out. Says Jethro finally came in, trying to get out of the work, and he's like, hey, yeah, I don't need no Jethro. We got you, Jimmy. Come on, let's get him. Pull up, roll down rope, let's go. So they do. They sco. They go down the road. This is what's happening now. It probably is gonna take a while, because if you're like me, the nearest police station is actually, I live in a smaller town, in the smaller part of the town that I live in. Like, the town that I live in is broken up into like 3 towns. And, like, I live in the smallest part of the town, but luckily I live in one of them that actually does have a police station. It's sad but true. There's one side of town bigger than this side of town, sketchier than this side of town, definitely has no police station. I'm more so talking about that side of town rather than the side of town I live on. Like, I live like 7 minutes from the police station. That side of town, they live like 30 minutes away from the police station. And it's not really because they're that far away, it's just because there's a lot of shit between there and here, and it's not just distance. So, again, they go down there. It's probably going to take a while for the police to get there. What else happens? Oh, what do you know? Other shit's happened. More delays. Wouldn't you know? Well, here's the thing with this police. When they get there, they're just like, are you sure he's dead? He's like, he's been laying there for 3 days. That food went bad. We poked him. We deliberately poked him. That got poked a hole through him and he didn't move. Like, once we saw a stick go through his skin, we're like, yeah, he's definitely dead. And they're like, oh, maybe we ought to go poke him. You know, we got better poking utensils. We'll go hit him once, and if he doesn't move, we'll pepper spray him. And if he doesn't respond after a pepper spray, we'll hit him with, you know, just a quick little surge. You know, quick little tase. Quick one. And if that doesn't do it, we'll shoot him in the leg. Once they shoot him in the leg, and the procedures have gone down the course, much like the code that could have been implemented into this game for the gold saucer while you're doing certain duties, but wasn't. They finally come to the conclusion, we better call CSI. But then old Jimmy's like, dude, we just shot this guy. And, his corresponding officer's like, yeah, you're right. We better move the body. And, you can only imagine how the scenario could play from there. Maybe they move the body. CSI's like, the body's been moved. And the cops are just like, you don't say. Somebody moved the body. Wonder who did that. Because honestly, once they call and report that there's been a murder, it usually takes about 3 days for the CSI to actually come to our area. Or if they're literally, this is what in Georgia they'll hit you with the most. Yeah, here in Atlanta, there's a lot of shit going on, you know. It's Atlanta. Can't you just mail the body to us? And like, what about the crime scene? You know, it's 2019. We've analyzed probably way more crime scenes than that. At this point, if you just mail it to us, yeah, we'll figure it out. We don't gotta look at the place. Take some pictures. Send them to us. Send them through email. You don't even gotta like mail them and wait for them to develop. Just take them with your phone real quick. Email them. Maybe take a full 360 view video, just like really slowly. Or, you know, hold down the camera button, spin slowly in a circle, do one of those 360 camera views so it looks like a weird trippy picture so we can all ooh and all over that here. You know, whatever you want to do. CSI, peace out. Sorry for the rant. But that's what it would be like in my area. Like, if I died right now, none of you would hear about it on the news, if you heard about it, until like 2 weeks from now. You'd be like, oh, that's why he hasn't been streaming. The guy died. Judo! Thank you for the luck. Regret to hear that you gotta get out so soon and take Minato with you. But... yeah, that's what it would like. That's exactly what it would be like if I died here in my town. Like, if it happened right now, Snopper from wherever the fuck, maybe he's behind the green screen back here, just came out, or maybe just like hit me with the quick slit throat. Oh, none of you would hear about it unless you saw it on here till like 2 weeks from now. That's tops. It might be a month. They're shitty in Georgia around here. Like, you know, you see CSI Miami on TV and shit. Like, I actually don't know if it's still actively on TV. I'm only naturally assuming. Shit. Another healer. I've literally been streaming for over an hour and still haven't been in this spot. But yeah. I naturally assume Florida's worse. Like, you know, on CSI Miami back in the day, I'll just say back in the day, used to have, like, all these people, this crazy shit happen, they'd figure it out in, like, less than a week. Okay, Georgia's, like, next level shitty, and I know our crime rate rather than Florida. Oh! Florida's got us beat. And if it's that shitty up here, I can only imagine what it's like down there! It has to be that much worse. The unsolved mysteries. Whoo. I bet they're vast. They sure are hell around here. Like, bad. Like, there's so many people I go missing around here. And then it's never investigated. It just becomes like one of those unsolved mysteries. For 20 years, this guy's been missing. What? Why are we even talking about it? That guy's gone. He probably got shot in the woods and a bear ate his ass. His wife went out of town that day. Yeah, probably was there. Got fucked up in the head. Was like, ah, I'm leaving town. There's bears here. Probably PTSD took over. She forgot about it. Weird shit happens. Florida sucks. Hey, you know, Florida has its good spots. The beach, when there's nobody there, if you're lucky enough. You know, you probably got to go out there when it's raining, but, you know, I'm sure it has its spots. Maybe some of the less populated or vacation areas too, you know, that's a big thing. Like with me with Florida, that's something I can actively always say. I've only been around the vacation areas. The only non-esque vacation area, but let's get real, it's the vacation area. It's basically like, you know, like let's say in the 80s and the 90s, like Panama City area in Florida was like the biggest like destination. You had like Panama City, you had Jacksonville, you had Daytona, and you had Miami. Now it's like so spread out with the culture of everybody there. That's the amazing part. That's pretty cool. But like, to be honest with you, if I think Panama, I don't think Panama. Panama's like that rundown part of Florida. It's like that theme park that's been open for like 50 years where like the classics go, but like everybody that knows really what it is, they're just like, you know, I've been there and it's okay, but I would rather go to the next town over in Destin and, you know, enjoy real life and maybe the beach that's much more clean than the heavily populated version of that which where everybody's probably also strung out version of which so. Like, that's me with Florida. Like, the more that I've gone to Florida in my older life, I appreciate the town that's next to the vacation town. The vacation town, it's okay, I guess, if you like ran down vacation town crowds. But I've always noticed, like, the next town over literally has just as much shit that's cool. Usually a beach too, less populated. And also, just as many restaurants. Like, it's always like the next town over in Florida. Like, you don't want to go to, like, the main attraction. You want to go to the main attraction, just drive the next town over. We're never gonna get a healer or a tank. So, Rez, I've talked about some places here in the U.S. I definitely wouldn't go. Steven, if you want to get on it too. Like, is there any places here that you wouldn't go? Like, I know, like, I live in Georgia, and a lot of people say that about this area just because, like, older films that came out back in the day, they're just like, oh, yeah, fuck that place. So I get it. I get it. I live in a state that's notoriously known for, deliverance. Yeah. Worst case and worst part of that, I live in the area where most of that movie was apparently taking part, which puts into a lot of the stories that I've told on this stream into further perspective. If I died today, nobody's gonna figure my shit out. They'll be like, that guy just, like, aliens probably got him or something. He was, like, talking some crazy shit on YouTube. The CIA investigated him. Aliens came and abducted his ass, and they were just like, you know what? We'll leave it at that. I literally live in northwestern Georgia. I live in, literally, if you've seen Squidbillies, have anybody here ever seen Squidbillies? Like the Adult Swim Cartoon Network TV show. I should have said that the other way around, Cartoon Network Adult Swim TV show, but you know what, I didn't, so fuck it, whatever. Okay, that show was based on Jasper, Georgia. Literally, let me tell you something. Here's the town I live in. Here's the next town over from the next... Well, I should start over here. Here's the town that I live in. Here's the next town over. Here is Jasper. Yeah. Jasper. That close. That's where Squidbillies riders are born, raised, and come from. 2 towns over. That's it. Deliverance. Damn it, I could probably get there in like fucking 40 minutes. Not far from here. Oh man, that's where I live. Not too big on travel. I feel you, Steven. There's a lot of places in the US you would never go. Just got home. You love the Squidbillies. Yeah, it's all around my area. I hate it. I like the show, but only because of how ironic it is. It's so sad. So yeah, you know, things I talk about with other towns, take it with a grain of salt. I don't live in the greatest place either. I live in northwestern Georgia, one of the most racist, Christian, religious racist. I say that because if you're not Christian around here, they don't like you. I'm not Christian. Actually, a lot of people around here hit and miss with liking me only because of the type of person I am. It's not my religious views, but everybody just ignores me for that. If that doesn't tell you enough. Your uncle lives in Georgia, though? He said he loves it, although he lives in Atlanta. Yeah, I would love it if I lived in Atlanta. If I died it, they'd at least figured out that day how it happened. Atlanta is a very, very, very awesome part of Georgia. I try to go as many times as I can a year. I love being in Atlanta. Loads of culture, loads of innovation, loads of technology. Most of the people there have the best perspective on the way of life. Honestly, I hate to say it and sound such like a Georgia fanboy, but Atlanta, being a greater city of the United States, honestly, it's a very badass place to be when you can go. I actually live 2.5 hours away from Atlanta, so as much as I like it, realistically, I live 2 hours away. I drive like a motherfucker. Like, I'm one of those people that you see on the road that's always speeding. Sorry if you hate me. That's me, though. I just want to get to wherever the hell I gotta go and get off the road. So, yeah, it takes me like 2 hours to get to Atlanta-esque. Sometimes less. Anyway, Atlanta really is an amazing place. You know, it's central Georgia, again, full of culture, diversity, loads of activities, events always going down. It's a really great place to be. The rest of Georgia does not speak for Atlanta, though. Atlanta is like, the best way to look at Atlanta, it's like New York had a cousin that wanted to move down south. And it did. And then it made a lot of redneck friends. Atlanta would be the New York cousin. Everywhere around Georgia, other than Savannah, is the redneck friend. Savannah, Georgia is like the art epicenter of Georgia. If you didn't know, it's where we have Scab, our biggest art community, and also the most alcoholics, strive and live in Savannah. Where in Atlanta, you've got culture, diversity, technology, development of further advancements in science and technology as well. Great place to be. Everywhere else in Georgia, complete shit. Like, where I live, holy hell. Like, literally everything I do outside of my home, I worry about, like, damn, do I gotta get a shot after this? Like, fuck, is this poisonous? Is this infectious? Is this... Am I gonna get addicted to that? Hell, that guy's over there doing fucking crack. Why is he going to jail right now? Actually, that last one doesn't happen that often. Does happen in Atlanta, though! Los Angeles. Nice. You live in LA? Sucks there, too. Really? I would think LA would be kind of like Atlanta, just full of culture, but you know, LA is one place in the. I've even been to California. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to Northern California. I have not been to LA. I can tell you the cities I've been in and the places. I've been to San Francisco. I've been actively on the road to go towards Scotts River in California, which is more northern. And then I've went into Oregon, back into California again, and I've seen the Redwood. And I've been to Crescent City, which is at like the northern tip of California, basically, close to Oregon. And then back to San Francisco. I didn't really do much stopping while I was in California. And then, you know, literally onward back home from there. But that's about the most of the California I've actually been through here in the U.S. I've actually been through a lot of the states here. I've lived a decent life. To be not a rich man at all, not a very rich man at all, not at all. I've lived a pretty decent life as far as travel goes. But it's kind of a thing with me. I love to travel, love to see new things, love to learn new culture, try new foods, see new things, experience new places, smell new stuff. That's always love that. You always wanted to live there in LA? Certain parts of me have also wanted to live in LA, mainly because of the events that go down in LA, and that are very close to LA as well. It has nothing to do with, like, the whole acting scene, which I would definitely probably be more actively towards if I was in the area or in the sense, but, like, man, really, where are these people? We just need a healer and a tank! But, no, it's just like, Coachella for you. Well, not really that. I think that's actually closer to me. I don't really have an example. There's just a lot of really cool music events that happen out there that I'm always so jealous that happen in California. It's usually, though, in like Sacramento and like San Bernardino and shit like that, but still very much closer to Los Angeles than I am here in the US as being here in Atlanta. Well, I'm actually not even in Atlanta. Closer to Atlanta. I'm in 2 hours away from Atlanta. As it's not so bad areas, but lived for so long, it would be nice to get away from the city. Honestly, if you lived where I did, literally you would think the exact opposite. Like, you've lived city life, I've lived country life. I hate the country life. Like, you say somewhere near the woods, oh man. I hear that and I'm just like, God damn it. I lived near the woods everywhere. That's all that surrounds me. Mountains and woods. Believe me, like, I hate to say it. I know you live in the city and whatnot, and, haven't had that country life experience. Maybe you have. Maybe you have. Maybe you like it. Maybe that's really is, you know, what you prefer. But, let me give you this perspective. I've lived in the countryside my whole life, and let me tell you this. I've experienced loads of city life, and that's why I actually like it. Up the top of guy, when I get home, I get off work at 11 o'clock, so when I get home, I'm usually up till like 4 a.m., to be honest with you. 4 a.m. Sometimes 5 a.m. happens. Those are bad nuts. But literally, I'm usually up till about 4 a.m. That's a very good perspective to look at how late that I'm awake. This is basically my schedule. I sleep till about 10 a.m. Sorry, let me just click this stuff. But yeah, I sleep till about 10 a.m. When I wake up, I sleep till about 10 a.m. I get ready. I do my daily adult shit. But here's where things start to get a little tricky. At 3 to 11, I go to work. So most of my morning, not really there. Don't really do a whole lot. Do active morning things people do in the morning. So after 11 o'clock when I get off work, I'm still wide awake. I've still got like 4 basic hours that most people don't have that I can spend doing stuff. Usually, I'm here streaming. Well, putting that into a perspective from somebody who doesn't live in the city, it's pretty easy for me. There's nothing open around here. When I get off work, it is 11 o'clock. There are 3 restaurants, Burger King, Taco Bell, and McDonald's, 1 store, Walmart, and 4 gas stations that are relatively close. That's it. After that, there's nothing to do around here, and I'm definitely gonna be awake. Also, nowhere to go hang out. We don't have cafes around here that are 24/7. We don't have bars around here that are 24/7. So, literally, after the 8-hour period that I'll live through every day, there's nothing. No social life, nothing. So, yeah, that's basically what I live with. And that's basically why I like the city life a little bit more. In Atlanta, literally around the time where I usually go to sleep is when the city goes to sleep. Around 4 to 5 a.m. That's when they stop letting people into the club. That's when they stop letting people into anywhere that's still open. Most places are. But when you live in the country, nothing's open though, and it's so terrible. Like, I got like 4 places, maybe 5 places I could go after work. That's pretty much it. You basically live in the woods? Yeah, same. Like, anywhere that I live here in Georgia, It's basically the best way you could say it. Change of scenery? Yeah. I would definitely appreciate a change of scenery if it was much more easily allocated. Rin! Hello, glad to have you. If a DPS drops, you'll join? Okay. I'll if we have a DPS drop, I'll definitely wait a second, let you join in, like we did with Rez there. I'm glad Rez actually could, to be honest with you. I was getting so annoyed to be honest with you. Like, it has taken me an hour and 28 minutes to even be in this party. That is so terrible! The worst part about it really isn't even its inactivity. That's like the least of the worst parts. We have skate parks, cafes, clubs, parks that are open till 11 p.m. You'll have the fight anyway. I feel you. Shit, I didn't run. I was reading. It was definitely on me. I was reading. But yeah, honestly, skateboarding in my area, which to be honest with you, you wouldn't, if you saw me in person, you wouldn't even believe it. I'm actually, I suck at skateboarding, but I love to do it. Even though I suck, you know, I'm really not that bad. I'm just one of those people that's not gonna brag about it, you know? I'm really not gonna brag, I'm really not great. Pretty much suck. But skateboarding is banned in at least 85% of the areas that are around, my area. So yeah, that's a thing. I live in one of those areas where, like you heard about it in, like, the 90s and the 80s about skateboarding being banned. Well, I live in one of those areas that are still doing it. They think hoodlums skateboard. Hooligans. Vandals. That's one of the areas that I live. Heavily Christian-based, like I said. Very heavily Christian-based. Which skateboarding is not a sin. But they treat it like one, you know, around here if you're a skateboarder, they're like, oh, man, bad apple over there. He likes to ride plywood with wheels and jump stuff. I look tall. I'm not tall. I wish I was tall. I'm not tall. Realistically, I'm like 5'8". Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, like 5'8". I'm pretty sure that's how tall I am. Again, I'm not tall at all. I wish I was. Not really. I've always admired tall people in a way. Is that a weird thing? It's just like, I feel like tall people always have like an advantage. They're like people that are at least 6 foot don't have. I wish I skated more. I do, in a sense, but I haven't in forever. It's been at least a year since I've been to the skate park. At least. So, why, you don't live in LA? You're in her sister. Song reminds me of BMO Adventure Time. We're at 64%. Actually not doing too bad. You know, I still wonder if Fifth Element was a Fifth Element reference, like, to the movie. I've wondered that for so long now. Which is probably not, but it still makes you wonder. You're 6'1"? Always thought that was average. I mean, honestly, like, I would say average height of the average human being is like 5'7". Probably more like 5'5" to like 6'2". Like that's average U.S. citizen. Outside of the U.S., outside of the U.S., it's under 6 foot. Definitely. Like, people outside the U.S., which is the majority of the world, definitely under 6 foot. Like, if you were over 6 foot, you were technically over average on being tall. I'm just your average guy. Like, that. My name is Michael Smith. I'm 5'8". I weigh 140 pounds. I have a very, very natural IQ. I'm like literally as natural and easy as it gets. I'm like the averagest of the average. Our healers went down. It was a big problem with us here. Tank didn't swap correctly. But yeah, I'm like the most average guy you could think of. I'm like that person, like, I'm gonna Google search you, and I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, if you don't put Tonberry Disciple, good luck. Like, even if I got somewhere in life and you tried to Google search me, I'm gonna say the exact same thing. Good luck. Oh, wow. Somebody actually left? Really, I wouldn't even be so objective if it would have taken so long to actually get this thing started. Not average, I'm awesome. Well, thank you. And love to see the return of Minato, no doubt. Oh, you're inner skater. Okay, I feel ya. Inner skater. I can agree with that as well. Like, there's in Georgia, especially in Atlanta, there are quite a few places to skate, but not as many as you might even think. Wow! Everybody left except for me and Red. Wow. Wow! One terrible tank swap destroyed the whole fucking party. Goddamn, this is why I hate Party Fonder. This is the most fickle fucking thing ever. There's people doing fucking Great Hunt. You better bet I'm fighting demons not to do this. But yeah, I mean, it's not a big thing here in Georgia at all. Like, skating, you think it would be, it's definitely not. Like, a lot of people do it, but honestly, this is what sucks the most. Like I said a little while ago, as far as like skating goes, in Georgia, most people think you're a vandal if you do it. They literally instantly think you are a piece of shit because you skateboard. Legit, around the area that I live in. Another thing though is, most of the vandals are the skateboarders. That's the shitty part. Join? DPS open? Yeah, no doubt, Azunami. Jump in here. Nas, glad to have you. But thank you, Azunami, for the compliment, definitely. Minato, jump in here! You're back! Minato out here singing Avril Lavigne. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. Give me just a quick moment. Okay, first off, Minato, you really don't know how happy you've made me to see you in the party right now. Definitely glad to see you here, Minato. They don't like skaters here either? Really? Everyone here in California skates? It's normal? Sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, definitely not normal here. If you saw my skateboard anyway, it's not exactly the best one. I went with a design from about 3 years ago that Enjoy put out. It's my favorite design, but if you're a culturally diverse person, maybe not. Which I actually am, which makes it twice as funny for me. If you know two active gangs in the US, you know the Bloods, and you know the Crips. One Bloods representing red, which I said on this hand, and then Crips representing blue, which I said on this hand. Irrelevant. If you know Enjoy skateboards, a panda is their logo, which is a big thing for me. Also, I love everything they do about their skateboard brand. They're not exactly like others. They're a little bit more green, a little bit more, not that much, but a little bit more. So Enjoy is actually my favorite skateboard brand, and that's actually what my board is. But I have the Gang Bang branded Enjoy board, and if you don't know what that is, it is two pandas humping. But one is red and one is blue, and they have an art style much. I'll just show you. I'm gonna go get it. I'm getting it. It's happening. Give me a second. You're about to see it. So this is the thing. Once again, it's like the art style in the red and the blue is much like a bandana, much like you would see with a gang. So like here is the gangbang board of Enjoy, where you've got two pandas humping each other. This is the kind of skateboard I rock. People around here hate me for it. But let me tell you some good shit. I got fucking Venture trucks, fucking badass fucking Barons, decent board actually. But yeah, so hated around here for that. People see me on that board, they don't only see a skateboard. They're like, that guy's got fucking humping pandas on that goddamn skateboard over there. All the interesting stuff seems to happen when you're AFK in a dungeon. Pull up his regalia with his machine king. Looks sweet. Thank you all, Tsunami. Thank you so much. You need to see this. Enjoy Snos. Part of the Crips. If I had to choose between the Crips and the Blood, I'd go Crips. I'm a Biggie fan. When can the world visit for North American players is just in a few days. The 20 something. I'm pretty sure it's like next week, maybe something like that. No, demonetized. It isn't family friendly. Oh man, it's all good. It's really not a big thing. Honestly, this is that is a public board. Like, you could buy that in skate shops. Like, that's a thing. So, also, animals humping, very natural. That's the cycle of life. How do you think more pandas are born? You don't just have pandas out here spawning. You don't just walk into the middle of a bamboo forest like, oh, fuck, a panda. Like, literally, You'll probably walk in that bamboo forest one day. It's a misty, eerie day, and you're just like, oh. And you hear just, wow, 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 wow. Random, jazzy, romantic music. That's how pandas are born. The pic from the guy from Iron Giant is art. That's true. Do people look at me weird when I have a skateboard out? Oh, you don't even know. Around here, like, I'll roll up to a spot. Let's say the closest park that I can skateboard here is a mile up the road. Like, literally, it's a quarter mile down the road that I live on. And then, like, I take a left off this road and go a quarter mile down the road that way. Actually, half a mile and half a mile, not a quarter mile. I don't know what I'm thinking. So, pretty much a mile away from where I live. And let's say, yeah, I go to this area and I'll pull out my skateboard. Most of these people already think I'm weird because I rolled up into a car that isn't a truck. Obviously, it's a car. And there's the first thing. They're like, alright, there's a guy in a parking lot, not in a truck. Weird as fuck. He's got long hair. It's getting weirder. He came in here either listening to EDM, or metal, or punk, and I'm talking like old school punk, or like indie, and I'm talking like, well, indie. One of those four things, and you're already thinking like, two weird thoughts already. No truck, long hair, what is this music now? Then he pulls out a skateboard, you're like, my mind is fucked. This guy is not in a truck. He's not playing country music. This guy has long hair, and he's got a skateboard. They see the first trick, or me not land the first trick and wreck, and then they see two pandas humping. Brain broken. They're like, get this non-believing sinner the fuck out of my town. I got children here. I got grandchildren here. Who the fuck are you, Satan? They're like, you got your Jesus hair and beard over there? We're gonna pray for you, Jesus. And I'm just thinking over like, well, thanks. That's not what they want to hear. I say that. Oh, I just brought a sixth finger into the arithmetic. Oh, I'm like sixth finger weird now. Not even the average 5-finger weird. I'm full on 6-finger weird. Then they really try to talk to me and peel down the, you know, banana that I am. And they're just like, holy hell, this guy's using average, above average words actually. Holy hell, this guy knows how to talk. And smart people. So he's not redneck. He's got long hair. He skateboards. He's got pandas humping on his skateboard. He doesn't drive a truck. And he doesn't listen to country music. We gotta crucify this guy. Like, hands down, only way we're saving this town, crucifying this motherfucker. That's kind of how it is where I live. They would hate me there? Carpenter Brute going loud in your way. Oh, they hate me so much at work with my music. They must think you do all the drugs. Not necessarily, really. Honestly, most people think I actively drink alcohol, so they kind of already know I don't, luckily. They do actually think I worship Satan there. That is legit. The belief of me worshiping Satan exists. Is it true? Well, no. I don't fucking worship anything. At all. But they full-on think I do. Like, the full-on belief of Tombles being a satanic Satan worshiper exists. Like, people think that is a thing. So, That is, that exists. That is a reality I gotta deal with. Hate trucks. I actually own a truck, I do. It was my first vehicle by default, it wasn't my choice, but, I'm not a truck guy though, really. I like my car. Like, I had to buy my truck when I was a teenager. I bought my car as an adult by choice. PS1 Crash Bandicoot. Ah! So... Who sounds like PS1 Crash Bandicoot? Me? Maybe. I do embrace like the 90s and early 2000s quite well. Ah! Ever play the game Brutal Legends? No, I always wanted to play it. I was never actually lucky enough to get the chance to play it. I heard such good things about Brutal Legend though, the Jack Black game. I heard so many good things. What the fuck? God snuffed me out! Like, straight up like, nope! Thank you, Riz.
You brought this upon yourself!
Fuck! Oh, Minato! So close to the LB3! It's not gonna make it. It won't make it. Too close. What happened? I think a lot happened, really. It was like one of those things where like a lot happened all at once. That it even can't be explained correctly.
Tremble before true power.
But, I can't believe I hadn't had a single tether yet. This is so unlike me. I mean, I'm about it, obviously, but at the same time, like, I'm not used to this shit. I feel like I'm just gonna get, like, hit with something terrible later on.
Impudent mortals.
Okay, here we go.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies.
Oof! Ah! I love that sound too much that he makes. I openly admit that I love it too much. The bah! Why did they have to yell at us so much in like Stormblood? Like, why was that the overarching thing that had to follow in everything? It's like your thought is gonna yell at you. Let's hope you don't have any psychological issues or PTSD, because you're going to get yelled at a lot. And that's not an exaggeration. Like that's what happens. All the raids, all the four lords, they all, everything's yelling at you. They yell so loud they make me yell just to be able to talk to you. Come on, Ramitama. I'm at that level. I've already ran this thing so many times, damn it. I can quote it when it happens. Why do you hate me? Still got me. Latency. Come on, Square. I've got it, like, I literally got a list building up right now. Ravel Wings, Seiryu. What else you throwing at me out here? Where you got your latency bugs? This game actually, as much as I love it, does have a lot. Can't lie there. Loads of latency bugs. A few of them just like never even got touched on. They're just like, well, you know, not enough people complained. Fuck it. I mean, being realistic. Oof. Oof. Thank you for knowing Mix. Holy shit, that was super fucked. Although I was standing right on the seat, so that was a thing. Still though, big oof. Okay, what is he doing right now? Just make sure I'm safe. Can't see. Let's hope I'm safe enough. Okay, yeah, safe enough. Dead! Literally on point. Wow. Never mind. Holy shit. Shit's burning. I wish it was a little bit easier to read with this shit. What the fuck? Ah! I don't even know what's going down right now. Holy hell! I've been alive for like 2 seconds and all kinds of shit's happening. Ah! True power. Uh-oh. Goddamn, so much happened right there all at once. Woof. Woof. Man. Thank you, Rez and Minato. All your heals work. And Rez for the raise. Goddamn. Wow. So much shit happened all at once right there. Could not have survived that without either one of you. So glad you're in the party. That was mischievously wild. What is this big motherfucker about to do back here? Nothing. Thankfully. Ah! Okay, Seiryu at 20%. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nope. Oh my goodness. They did a straight line thing again. Where the 1 was on the 2 and the 2 was on the 1. Not gonna be a lot very long. He's got too many moves. Ah! You can and you will, you asshole. 5%. I think we got it. We gotta hit that DPS up as hard as we can. 4%. Get over here. We're almost there. 2%. You brought this upon yourself? Don't you hate those one-sided arguments that used to happen when you were a kid? When people used to say that? It's like sometimes you might have even been a kid like that. Somebody would argue with like, you can't do that. But like, you can't do that. And they'd be like, I don't want to. And like, well, you can't. And luckily, I don't need any of this. Fun, fun. I'm glad we could get that. Okay, give me one quick sec. Hate the first part of this fight. Kind of boring. Yeah, at the first part, like, getting up to, like, after that second phase, after, like, all the summons, it feels like a big follow-up. But yeah, give me just a second. I'll be right back. I want to make this quick. Okay. Give me your DPS. I should say back first, yeah? Yeah. Never had an issue with the lawn AoE? This healer claims you're the issue. No, Minato, not at all. Like, literally the issue that we've had in this fight is for some reason, like, when there's a 1 and a 2, it needs to go 2 separate ways. Like, literally what killed me and you both was not you. What killed us last time, literally, was when we were at the 1 and the 2 fork. When that happens, me and you were at the 1 and the 2. Well, we died because we were at the 1. Because the person pointed at the 1 and the 2, or the tanks rather, were both pointed in the exact same direction. With Seiryu there. Which is a big thing with Seiryu, which a lot of people... This is the thing that kills me about this fight with Seiryu in this fight, is... He's very directionally based, which is why I know it's hard for tanks, but it's why I also get so pissed off in this fight, because it hits me more than anything. I'm that guy where he's always jumping to all the time because my DPS, I'm not saying it's the best, but I'm saying I'm not out here casting fucking diversion and lucid dreaming. On you know, the flip side, I'm out here trying to get as much DPS as possible that I can actually put out. So I don't really worry about how much my aggro is really differentiating there. So the tank definitely has much more to worry about. And if our tank can't keep that directional pattern in which he needs, which is a big thing in Seiryu here, then it's a tank problem, not a healer problem. And if a healer's also pulling more than a tank, same difference as if it was with me and everything else. I mean, like, it's just, it kills me. You had 5k DPS? Me tripping? Yeah, for real. You hit that sneak hard? I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's a bit much. You can get banned easily. What? Oh, yeah, ready check. Ready check! His sandwich? Oh, shit, I didn't think somebody was making a sandwich. I didn't see that part of the chat. It's all good. Let the guy post. I want to know if he's bullshitting. They should know how to handle Tate. Yes, Steven, I fully agree with you. I love to use the discretionary terms as it, like you say, you know, with diversion and lucid dreaming, you know, be that as it may, I have those options to get those out there, like, lessen the hate upon my character. I know those are options, but I full on agree with you as well. Like, at this level, at 70, at literally, we're going to at least, like, the minimum bottom level, is 385 that I've set for this now. Like, if you can't handle hate at that right now, I should not be already having to use these, but maybe you shouldn't even be tanking at that point. I fully agree with you, Steven, fully agree with you. But for that purpose, upon that purpose, I use it for discretionary things because I know how self-conscious people can be. It's the year 2019. We all get offended about everything. So, discretionary. Kind of why they don't let parsers, though. Wait, what? Rip it? You're ready? You got a parser? Need to update it? But you got one. A lot of people parse, to be honest with you. At this point, like, being a streamer, you couldn't imagine how many times I've been on one. Loads! You can't believe, I literally cannot give you a number of times somebody's told me how bad I was DPSing sometimes out there. There's like, ton. You got this going on. And I'm just like, hey, I need sleep. Like, I used to hate it, honestly, and I still think it's kind of rude in a way, but, like, honestly, at the same time, at this point in time, you can't stop it as much as you want to. Like, everybody's doing it and running it. It's definitely happening. Definitely. You'd have one if he was on PC, but people make too big of a deal about it? Yeah, I feel you there. Running farms and such, parsers are going to be involved. Honestly, anything in-game. Yeah, I mean, it's just how it goes. Like, even me, I don't really like it either. Because, like, sometimes I have a lazy day where I might flex something up and I'm not even paying attention. And you got, like, that guy that's like, hey, dude, you're doing this. And you're like, dude, who are you right now? Why are you watching this math? I'm just trying to have fun. But it does happen. And like I said, actually, the more I've played this game, it's happened a lot. Like, I've probably been parsed. I hate to say it, bluntly put, anybody watching this stream right now, I've definitely been parsed, unacknowledged, more than you have. I'll promise you that. I've had over 1,000 streams. Over 800 of those were Final Fantasy XIV streams. You better bet I was parsed on at least 85% of those. I've been parsed more than any of you. So, like, all I gotta say at this point, yeah, sometimes it sucks, I guess, if you got, like, people who are just, like, really that big of an asshole about shit. But, like, at the same time, you know, it could be worse. You know, sometimes I just like, yeah, fuck it, watch my math. Literally, what good is it gonna do either of us? Sometimes, though, you have those cool people that are parsing, though, that aren't from the objective side, they're from the reflective side, and they're there to help you. So that is a cool thing as well that you can look at and reflect upon from parsers. Not all of them are the assholes out to get you or talk about what you're doing wrong. Some of them are actually out there to help you. It's kind of rare, but I mean that is a reality that does exist. There are those people who parse who want to tell you not to troll you, but to enlighten you, to tell you what something you could work on better in the future could be. Those people are awesome, if you do exist. You're the real OGs. Dude's definitely trying to shit on us. You can't. Hey, fuck that guy. Oh, I've been looked. I've been torn apart. It was one of those things you were annoyed with in World of Warcraft. It can take the fun out of the game. Yeah, people who only study the math needs to, like, man up per se and just allow people to have an in-game parser. He's one of those people. Yeah, that is the issue with parsers, though. They're meant to improve, not bashing. Yeah, that's a big thing. Most people want to bash. That's a big thing. Most people just feel superior and they feel like they need to, like, make that an issue rather than just, like, maybe improve upon the situation.
I must forsake myself to keep mine own. And so fit. You know where to run.
Double back. I'm the sheep out here. I'm bawling and shit. God damn it.
Beg not for mercy.
Okay.
Tremble before cruel.
In your opinion, the only person that has the right to bash a parser is a raid leader in a raid team, only when needed, which sadly usually isn't the case. Very true. I can agree with that. Honestly, the realistic side to it, though, the most it's actually used is probably to somebody that literally has got a clear on something once, and they saw what everybody else in that party was getting, and that's their expectancy for the rest of the, like, tier of the fight forever.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies.
If you're ever wondering when I'll stop that scream, and the relevance of this fight, never. It's not gonna happen. I will always do it. Bah! I love it. Far too much. Like, I am so glad they made it a thing. Like, I've never been so glad that is a real thing in this game than what it is, than any other thing in this game has ever existed. No exaggeration there. Hands down, 100%, I feel that way, legit. Bah! Love it. Out of all the Toms I've been screamed at in this game, it's probably my favorite Tom, you know? It's the one I'll probably remember the most. I'll reminisce on it and shit. I'll look back on it when I'm like 27, I'll be like, I remember when he was like, bah! And I was like, okay. All that shit. Ramitama. I wish he had more emphasis in it like I did. More rolls on the R's. Ramitama. Kinda sounds like a dance that way, doesn't it? Ramitama. Ah, shit. That was my bad. I was trying to read a little bit of chat right here really quick. Like, if someone or a few people need slot improvements, make no effort to, or have confronting them courteously multiple times, then bash with a warning. Yeah, you know, only when necessary, you know, don't do it so blatantly. I can feel you there. But sometimes it really gets to that blatant point without those first steps. That's a sad thing about reality when it comes to the situations like that. But I agree, you know, there's a lot of that stuff that can be dealt with so much better than what it really is. But so many times over, it's just so, it really is hit up by the negative side rather than the positive. Oh, man. I'm trying, Minato. I'm trying! I got you! I got you! I got you, Minato. Holy fuck. I shouldn't have been the one to have got you, but I'm glad I could. What is this other healer doing out here for real? Like, how useful is he? I just literally had to resurrect a healer because the other healer, like, what? And now a tank died too. Like, what is the relevance of that? Like, how good was that other healer even doing if he didn't even, he couldn't res the other healer and he didn't even keep both tanks alive? What the fuck? I feel like I found the weak link. I found the fucking weak link right now. It's not our tanks. It's not Minato. I don't think it's our DPS either. I think it's that other healer. Like, he's got his preferences set. He doesn't have his priorities set. He's got his preferences, which is a hard thing to do with these fights. It really is. Priorities versus preference, like that right there. What the fuck? I just got hit with what? I'm not gonna live through this. I am dead. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm willing to admit to that, but I'm about to die probably. I don't get what's going on. Oh, it got so much worse. Oh, and it got even more worse. Oh, and it's continuing to get even more worse upon that. Ah! Oh, I am so dead. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, I'm actually alive. Holy hell. I'm alive. Shit's happening. I'm still alive. We worked it out. Holy hell. What the fuck? You ever have those moments where you gotta ask all those questions all at once? You don't get anything. You're like, what? I'm alive? Okay. I'm just rolling with it here. I'm afraid to question it at this point. What? How is life still happening? Okay. That was a bad example of trying to ask that question because I let something happen that shouldn't have happened happen. But still yet. Ah! Oh man, I luckily didn't get hit with that, holy hell. The fucking folly. $25%. Holy shit. $17%. $14%.
You brought this upon yourself.
I'm sure.
You know where to run. No, I will not lose. I cannot.
8%. $5%. Getting close to enrage. Not quite there. Getting close. 2%. This should do it. This should do it. Yeah, I thought so. Good deal. Getting those fucking death flare and kindle out and shit. Forgot a whole bunch of the pain speed gearing A classes. I feel like I'm behind on the reference, to be honest with you. Isn't it bad that I've had more Seiryu clears than Tsukiyomi? It's all good, Minato. I'm glad you could help us out tonight. I'm actually not going to be on here too much longer. I've actually got like maybe 1 or 2 more in me, and I'm going to have to dip as well. I'm pretty tired. And hungry. Man, that was both healers. I mean, if everybody dips, that would suck. But I'll try to get this back up if we can get a little bit more going. I'm about it. Just maybe a couple more healers. If it falls apart though, I'll end up calling it a night too. I'm getting tired and hungry, but I've got a little bit left in me here. Oh, we got a time lapse with our dance. Look at that. Because of the tree house, they like one of them disappears. Cool. If you're wondering why I excluded the party for a second, then added that person. They're just like a few autumn levels away. It wasn't that bad, and they've had the weapon in the clear. We'll find out literally right upon this, but yeah, that was the basic easy reasoning behind that. Oh, all good. You ready? Okay. I'll go ahead and hit the ready to check up one more time. How's it going, Chaz? First road dog? Playing Skyrim out there? Alright, I'm gonna actually let the cutscene play through really quick while I take a very quick restroom break. My last one of the night. I'll make this very quick. I'll be right back. But I'm gonna let everything play through here as far as the cutscene. Give me just a second. Okay. I was wanting in C so bad. And I'm in D. Actually, this is all fucked up. I am pretty sure there's 2 healers in C right now. I have no idea where we are even going. Actually, I have no idea what's going down. Fuck it. We'll wing it, I guess. I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to go in this fight. I thought we were already in the last spots of oh, we're not. Okay. Wow. I have no idea what's happening right now. We'll figure it out. They don't know either. Okay.
You've nowhere to run.
Yeah, a new controller. I hope you get it figured out soon. I know what that's like. Literally I had a stretch for about 3 weeks once where I was playing with a controller. Every time I pressed R2, it made my character run forward. So, I feel you there. Dickens. You're getting hungry now? Yeah, I'm getting there too. Don't worry, Azure. Or Azunami, I should say. I'm getting pretty fucking hungry too. It's probably gonna be my last run right here, honestly. Hopefully we can get a clear. We'll see. But I'm getting really hungry as well. I'm also getting really sleepy. I've been awake for a very long time. I've also been at work for a very long time. Been online for a little while, and just, you know, overall getting hungry, as any human would. You eat free. You know, one thing, no doubt, we can say from today, at least we get the regalia tomorrow. For real though, like, that's legit. I'm excited about it. Getting our first 4-person mount in Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. The regalia. I'm about it. I'm excited about it. Just a day away. Also, you know, there's a lot of good Final Fantasy 15 music coming into 14 here as well. I'm not a big glam guy, so the rest of that other stuff I'm not that excited about, but the mount and the music, I'm about it. Is it? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Technically, it's in like 2 minutes. Realistically. 2 minutes to an hour and 2 minutes for me. But I'm not gonna be able to do. I could do it tonight, really, but I'm not. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But yeah, it's just a few minutes away, actually. Not long at all. That's, depending on your area of the, your coastline, that is. Like I said, it's literally about to go live in, like, a minute here. Well, I actually don't know, it could be an hour and a minute, to be honest with you. It could be a little bit far ahead. But yeah, the event's really gonna hit soon. I'm actually not gonna do it till tomorrow night though. Usually around my same streaming time. Is it really going to cost? Yeah, it's an MGP. It's 200,000 MGP. It's really not that hard to get 200,000 MGP though. Like, realistically, it really isn't that hard to get 200,000 MGP. Would have loved to say, but your arrow is being much worse than normal, and the... Oh shit, okay, good deal. I'm in the right spot. It's being much more, something... Much more worse than normal, and the only way to temporarily fix it is smashing the controller. Oh yeah. Oh, that doesn't sound too great. I mean, I'm glad you tried to help out tonight, Minato, though. Definitely enjoyed having you. Always enjoy having you in the company or the party, no doubt. You're a skilled player who knows what they're doing. Always enjoy that. It's a rare thing to find. Plus, you don't get too salty. Also a rare thing to find. Just stopped in to say what's up, Chaz. Glad that you could stop in. Hopefully you have a great night. And thank you so much for stopping in, Chaz. Definitely glad to have you. Was smashing it, it wasn't working, so you smashed it hard and screwed up the analog stick. Oh, that's not good. Too much smash. But yeah, Azunami, like, honestly, if you really wanted to, like, get enough MGP for it, like, I know if you, let's say you had 0 now, like, I promise you, if you, like, just did a few simple steps in, like, a month's time, like, you could get it so quickly, and it would be no problem. We're at 49%. I gotta fight myself right now because I've got quite a bit of MGP, which I'm glad that I have, but the worst part about it is there's so many things already already. But luckily the regalia is just tomorrow, so I don't have too much longer to wait. But yeah. But yeah, Ches, I definitely hope you have a great night, and thank you so much.
How it burns.
38%. Ooh, definitely got me.
Tremble before true power.
Double shit. We didn't move in time. Fuck! Terrible spots.
Flesh of my flesh. Show them their folly.
Oh man, come on, healers. I'm dead. What the fuck? 2. It wasn't me. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was running all over the goddamn place.
Flesh of my flesh. Show them their folly. Beg not for mercy.
Ten %.
No! I will not lose. I cannot.
He's close to enraged. That's never a good thing to hear. 7%. Like, he's very close to enraged, about to hit it off very soon.
You brought this upon yourself.
I think the next, the 5th element after next, actually, is his actual enrage. We're not at there yet, but we're almost there. We're at 1% though. We should be able to get it very quickly. Yeah, there it was. Nice. And again, that was my last one. I'm super tired. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna get out of here. I had a lot of fun though. Definitely had a lot of fun. What is this? For Australogian pass. I had a lot of fun though. It was a pretty decent night. I hate that it actually took over an hour for me to actually get a team going on tonight. That was so shitty. The stock never drops. Very true. I've not seen it drop once. Time to eat. Yes, Azunami, I'm right there with you. I'm very hungry also. It's like, go on Tinder? The government's a hoax. Probably not. It's a hocus pocus. Oh man. Okay, I don't know if anybody wants lead in this fight or not. It's a law. Fake news. So yeah, I don't know who, like, even the partiers on conspiracy theories, like, I'm just like, I still don't. Well, Takara, I'm glad you farmed with me so many times. That sounds awesome. It sounds like you've been a worthy member to have around. I'm gonna leave I was going to promote to lead. You're the leader now. Oh man, I'm gonna leave too. We're all leaving. Takara, you did a great job. I'm leaving too though, I'm sorry. I'm tired and hungry. I got a knot ahead of me. Good luck! I had the worst time tonight trying to build that party. Hopefully you can build it so much better than I did. What if the wall is really the dog and Trump needs to build the wall to do it? Whoa. You got Hot Pockets and sandwiches. I got Taco Bell is my thing. I was thinking before, like, I should have went grocery shopping over the weekend and I didn't. So like I left work today and I was like, I'm literally not gonna cook. I am gonna play the game. Tomorrow's the Final Fantasy 15 again, or event. I'm not gonna cook then either. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna order enough food that I could eat tonight and tomorrow. And that's exactly what I did. So, I'm gonna debate what I'll eat. Will it be burritos or will it be tacos? I'll find out here in a few minutes. Had Subway earlier. Sounds awesome. Sounds more realistic than Flat Earth. No, I have food here. I'm not driving anywhere. Once alcohol has been ingested, being on the road is not definitely not in the equation. I do not drive drunk. I did that when I was 17 and I was a stupid idiot and I lost my license. Not doing that again. Almost 26 years old, will not do it again. Or at least too much, you know. Yeah, I've definitely done it again, but I've been more safe. Per se, you know, more lucid. But everybody. Oh man, don't you hate that sometimes? Like when you want to talk, but sometimes that like natural random burp comes up and you're like, oh, you asshole. But yeah, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here tonight. I'm very tired. I'm very hungry. I do have work tomorrow, and there is events going down tomorrow that I'm very excited about to be a part of with the Final Fantasy 15 event. Actually, probably possible now. I'm not gonna check. I was about to go check, but I'm not going to. Not yet. I'll do it tomorrow when I log in. But yeah, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. But it's time. Time for me to get out. It's been great. And Rez, Minato, and Azunami, thank you so much for being in the party tonight and helping me out. I had a terrible time before any of you got into the party finder tonight. Literally terrible. It was not great. So thank you all so much for joining in and helping out. But for now, I'm gone. Take it easy. Have fun. See you tomorrow, hopefully. And until then, or until next time, I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.